Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second day of the HPP Innovation Week, the benchmark event, high-pressure processing for the food industry and beverage. This is Marta Rubia, Europe Sales Manager at Hyperbaric, and I would like to just remind all the attendees that we have an open chat where we will be trying to answer all the questions we receive. During this session, we are going to discuss how to reach your Listeria Zero goals using high-pressure processing. To do so, we have two great guest speakers. They are Manuela Gata from Steril Parma and my colleague Berta Polanco. The structure of this session will be as follows. Berta and Manuela will give their individual presentation, and after each presentation, I will ask a couple of questions. Welcome to Berta and Manuela. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Thank you.
Perfect.
Yes.
Great.
Yes,
So
can hear you.
I'm going to introduce then first Berta, okay? So let's start with Berta. Berta Polanco is a biotechnologist specialized in food quality and safety. She joined Hyperbike team in 2021, and from the application department, she answers to our customers' technical inquiries, helping them to achieve the goals they expect from the HPP. So Berta, it's all yours.
Thank you, Marta, for the introduction. So this session talks about Listeria. In first place, let's present this bacteria. Listeria monocytogenes is a foodborne pathogen. So C is a disease-causing bacteria. It means that when people eat food contaminated, they may develop a disease called listeriosis. Listeria has been implicated within the past decade in several foodborne outbreaks. The CDC estimated that 1,600 people get listeriosis each year and about 260 die. So not all people can suffer this listeriosis. The people at risk of this disease are pregnant women and their newborns, adults aged more than 65, and people with weakness immune systems. The problem with Listeria is that it's a high resistant bacteria, so it can survive and even grow under refrigeration conditions and in other preservation measures for food. It is ubiquitous in food processing, distribution, and retail environments, and it has been isolated from a wide range of foods like raw milk, cheese, raw meats, and salads. So, how can HPP can improve your quality in safety? For different type of meat products, Listeria is the greatest concern because it's in a wide range of products. So in this example, for ready-to-eat meats, we have a graphic with 4 types of meat products with a pH of around 6 and a high water activity, and with a treatment of 600 megapascals for 3 minutes with HPP, you can have an inactivation of 5 logs of Listeria. And even if you do a storage in refrigeration during 10 weeks, it means that the counts of Listeria are below the detection limit. Another type of product that can benefit from HPP are ready-to-eat meals that has a different type of formulation. But in this example, we have a lasagna that with during 1 minute of treatment of 600 megapascals, it can achieve an inactivation of Listeria of three logs. And even if you kept the samples in refrigerated conditions, you can um, you can have counts below the detection limit. But on the other hand, if you put the samples in 8 degrees, the Listeria can grow even at day 15. Another example that can benefit from Listeria in HPP are juices that with different type of treatments, we can keep the Listeria under control once you process in different conditions for different formulation, from apple juice passing through orange and peach juice, and even with carrot juice that has a little high pH. And for HPP regulation in the international standards, we have the United States that the IFICs have a compliance guideline that recommends the HPP processing for controlling Listeria. This process has been validated to achieve 2 logs of CFU per grams of Listeria, and even more, we have a wide range of scientific evidence that demonstrates that the Listeria inactivation has a more than 5 logs in different type of products. On the right of the screen, we have the use HACCP from the FDA that validates that Listeria can achieve a 5-log reduction. So these are the recommendations from the United States. Later, we have the Canada recommendation that with a treatment of 600 megapascal for 3 minutes, it has been demonstrated that we have a reduction of 3 logs with meat and poultry products. And which products can benefit from HPP processing? In first place, we have juices and beverages that, as I have already said, is recommended by the FDA use HACCP regulation. Later, we have salsa, plant-based, and fruit products that can achieve also a 5-log reduction in different type of formulation like guacamole, hummus, dips, and salsas. Later, we have the dairy products. Recently, the EFSA have talk about HPP in their scientific opinion, and with a treatment of 6 minutes and 600 megapascals, we can achieve a performance similarly to pasteurization with a lot of type of pathogens, including Listeria monocytogenes. The other type of products that can benefit is ready-to-eat meals, that it preserves the nutritional and sensory properties, and it can extend the shelf life of the product. The most common is meat product, that it has grown in these NHs, and HPP practically eradicate Listeria outbreaks with clean label products. And finally, the most recent is pet food, that it has had an increase in demand. And in this type of products, HPP is like a lethal intervention proceeding freeze or heat frying. And that's all. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Berta. Nice review on Listeria. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we go with the next guest. She's Manuela. Hello,
Hello?
Manuela. Hello. Can you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you properly.
Okay. I can see you well also. So I'm going to introduce you, Manuela. So she is the business development manager at Steril Parma, a company she joined back in 2016. Steril Parma installed the first HPP machine in 2014 and currently is one of the referent in the HPP technology in Italy. The demand for its HPP services has significantly increased during the last years, and since last August, they have doubled the production capacity to respond to their customers' needs. Manuela, the audience is eager to hear you. So
Thank you.
please go ahead.
Yes, correct. Steril Parma was founded in 2014, and we started treating different products in 2015 at the beginning. And we had several different requirements from our customers. So mainly we treated meat products, so daily meat products, both seasoned and cooked, since we are in Parma district. So there are so many plants producing salami, prosciutto, and deli meat products. So this was the first demand we had, of course. And then the demand increased during the last years, and we started treating also different kind of products. So fruit juice, both for Listeria and for shelf life extension. Sauces, so pesto, basil pesto, and other kind of sauces. Salmon, so smoked salmon. So these are the main product we treat. Of course, at the beginning, the demand was basically for USA export. So the companies needed to treat their product to export and to reach food safety and zero listeria for export markets. And the first one was USA, and for Canada and Japan also. And then we saw and we noticed that the other requests were also for the internal market, so for not only for export markets, but also for the product that were distributed in Italy in order to have a longer shelf life. So the requirements were and are both food safety and shelf life extension. Of course, many studies were made in order to achieve zero listeria, and mainly they were made with salami and prosciutto, because they were the main product we treated at the beginning. And what we saw and what was demonstrated was that with a treatment of 6,000 bars for 5 minutes, we had between 3 and 5 logs decreasing. Concerning, I'm talking about Listeria, of course. And these studies were made with local institutions and with control champions of salami. The product that was concerned in the first study was salami. And so what we apply at the moment, the treatment we apply most at the moment is 6,000 bars for 5 minutes. It is the most used what we call recipe for our treatments, especially for cured and seasoned uh, meat-based products. Cooked products are treated for 3 minutes, so cooked ham, mortadella, and other cooked products. And also fruit juice and pesto are treated for 3 minutes in general. And also, for what is concerned about smoked salmon recipe, in order to have the highest level of safety is 600 bars and 5 minutes treatment. I think it's more or less all I have to say. Just tell me if you want to know something more.
Thank you, Manuela. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. I just was curious about what is your main market? Is it US or is it Italy?
No, I guess the main market at the moment is US
All right.
and Canada.
Okay.
And it was also since last year also Japan. Now Japan is on hold for PSA problems, so
Okay.
these were the three main export markets.
Okay. Perfect.
So the biggest volumes are for US
All right.
export, both on whole products, so bars for slicing or daily products, and
Yes.
for sliced daily
Okay.
meat
I
products.
see. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Well, this is the turn for the inquiries. I have already done one, but I have a few more. So the first one, after this last one, is gonna be for Berta. Um, well, Berta, just if I want to test my products with the technology and check the result, how should I proceed?
Well, first, contact with us from the application department, and for commercial department, we collaborate to attend our clients and in our HPP incubator here in Burgos, and also we have the other incubator in Miami. So depending of the country you come, you can visit us here or in the USA. And here we make all type of test free of charge, and we help to develop the formulation. We validate also the packaging, and we help our clients to develop their products.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so Manuela, just two more questions for you. The first one is, um, since your company is processing your own meats, but also is offering the tolling service, what kind of products sorry, what kind of products is where you see more potential in Italy, beside the meat,
Uh,
I mean?
well, I think for fruit juices, sauces, um, fish products.
Okay.
There's greater demand on fish products. So I think it's really getting more and more important, and we can see that the demand is growing because companies are starting to understand and to know this technology,
Yeah.
because it was until a few years ago, it was not well known, I think, and
Mhm.
now companies are starting to see and to understand that it is really quite important, both for food safety, for shelf life extension that allow companies to spread their commercial cooperation.
Yeah.
And so I think it it will be more and more important and more appreciated. And we don't have um, to forget that a clean label is becoming more and more important too. So there's another very interesting topic, I think. So there are several reasons why companies are starting to inform and to use this technology and to ask for this kind of service.
Absolutely agree with you. Actually, also the way we eat, I mean, is changing. So the
Yeah.
consumers are always asking for more clean label product, like fresh properties products. So here is where the HPP helps to get some.
Yes.
So
Yes,
okay,
definitely.
perfect. Okay, so let's go for the next one, the last inquiry for Manuela also. What was the main purpose of acquiring an HPP equipment for Steril Parma? Was it food safety for your products in Italy or getting into the US market at that moment?
No, at the beginning it was, I think, because we were getting into the USA market and we wanted to be sure and to avoid any problem since they required the Listeria zero. So at the beginning, I think this was the main reason why we started using this new technology. But then, as I told you just a few minutes ago, other reasons are also important and are getting to be important right now. So at the beginning, yes, it was, I think, mainly for the export USA market.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Manuela. Well, thank you, Manuela, and thank you to both of you. So now I'm afraid it's time to say bye. It's been a pleasure to have you both as panelists today, and I encourage everybody on the other side of the screen, sorry, to keep watching the sessions that are yet to come. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.
Thanks a lot. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.